Yellow. I saw a bunch of clips tonight. Obviously, they aren't the high quality YouTube video of the performance of Shawn that everybody's waiting to see, but I definitely saw a bunch of like little clips of people filming him tonight. Tonight was a pre-recording of the Victoria's Secret fashion show. In terms of that, I want to get onto the topic of Shawn's performance. Y'all know that Shawn is one of a kind. He is a very important part of my life. It's not mutual, but it's a more one-ended kind of thing, you know? I think he did outstanding. Of course, I'm going to talk about, or I'll give some advice that I, as a fan, think could have maybe altered in his performance. As much as I could go on and talking about how amazing he looked, how well dressed he was, how smiley he was, he could have used a little bit of self-tanner, but that's us Canadians with our pale white skin. That's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I definitely think the performance was amazing. Shawn but he does a very good job at engaging with his audience, no matter whether they're older, they're younger, they're fans, they're not fans. I think that Shawn knows and has learned to engage with any kind of audience. And tonight, it was definitely different than what he's used to, because he's used to the festivals, he's used to the concerts, he's used to familiar faces and fans. And in terms of engaging with the models, because I think that's definitely something that the performer has to do if they were asked to do Victoria's Secret, is that they have to know how to engage with the models. Obviously, these models are walking and talking, or they're not talking, obviously, they're like, everybody saw that when Gigi walked by, of course, they said hi. One of the models like blew Shawn a kiss, and of course he like smiled back. So he did a really good job at engaging with the models, and I think that's important when it comes to the performance. And he looked so good. I am sorry, but there is personally no other guy that compares to Shawn, and I think that's why like I'm kind of low-key high hopes. I'm high-key obsessed with him, is because he is one of a damn kind. Shawn's voice is astonishing. It's astounding. These synonyms for I'm trying to find synonyms for good. He was just being classic Shawn. He was normal. He was typical Shawn, and there's nothing obviously wrong with that. He was exactly what I expected him to be, and he did exactly what I expected him to do, and he did it in the most astonishing way possible. And I love Shawn so much. Now on to, as a fan, as a critic, what I think could have changed up a little bit, because I definitely think that watching it, like I think a lot of people watching it could have been like, he could have done this, or yeah, this would have made the performance a little more like boosted up a little, like by a level. I want to say this in the nicest way possible. I know that Shawn is a songwriter and he performs that more intimate performance. He's more about his vocals, and he's not much of a performer in terms of theatrics and choreography and all that Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Katy Perry stuff, Justin Bieber stuff. But it would have been fun to see him like wiggle. Okay, not wiggle, not like I'm not talking about like wiggle or jiggle. Like, it would have been fun to see him make more use of the stage, as opposed to kind of just singing into the microphone with his like guitar flipped around. And I know that's not really like his aesthetic. The Victoria's Secret fashion show is so lively, it's so cheerful, and it's very full of life, as my life should be, but it's not full of life. Once again, you can't obviously do a whole like set because the models are trying to get through, but I think it would have been like fun to watch him kind of like dance a little bit too with the models. That would have been like jokes, you know? As much as I adore obviously Lost in Japan, and I've said that before, the original, I hate the damn remix, but as much as I love the original, and it's the song that it's his next single that he's currently promoting, I think it would have been sweet to watch him or see him incorporate a non-promoting or promoted single with his performance. Like, for instance, obviously Mutual, we all know that's a hit. Or Nervous would have been even Nervous. Like, imagine like switching Lost in Japan into Nervous. People would have gone bonkers for that. I'm sure time was a factor. It definitely was a factor. This year they had a ton of performers. Remember a couple years ago when Selena did the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and she did Hands to Myself, which was I think it was the current single she was promoting at the time, and then she went into Me and My Girls, which was never a promotional single, and she did that. I think that would have been a cool way to have Shawn incorporate, you know, a song that could be upcoming and see how people would react to it, because Nervous or Mutual would have been, you know, like, I'm sure as a model I could have been like, I need to know if this is mutual. Obviously time was definitely a factor, so he probably had to do just one song, but it's fine. Still a hit, still a banger. His outfit was ideal. Like, obviously he looked perfect, he looked flawless, he looked stunning, he looked any synonym for gorgeous. He was in like all black, or like at least all dark. And just once again, because Victoria's Secret is so lively and it's so outgoing and it's so colorful and radiant and bright, I think that maybe like a pop. I know he loves his, oh, that man damn loves his dress shirts. I swear he could go to like McDonald's or Burger King in a damn dress shirt, and that man would be fine, thinking it's normal, which in his rich world it is. If he had, say, added like a pink dress shirt, oh my god, wouldn't that have been like so much more exciting? Imagine Shawn literally performing like in a bright pink shirt to go with the whole Victoria's Secret theme. That's the only thing I think, like, in terms of appearance, he could have maybe like altered a little bit, maybe like added a pop of color. I can't think of anything bad that he would look good in. He could literally look, he could honestly go naked, cover his like thing like this, and still look like the hottest man of the year. See ya.